Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to our monthly market update. Today, we're going to be reviewing the market update numbers for Durham Region as of June 2019. As always, please keep in mind, this is just a general overview for all of Durham Region. Every single city, as well as every single neighborhood within those cities, are going to have varying numbers. So, if you're ever interested to know what your home is worth in the current real estate market, never hesitate to get in touch with me. We offer a free, no obligation market evaluation out there. You can shoot me a DM, shoot me an email, jacob@soldbyjacob.com, or give me a call, 905-743-5525. Now, if you don't necessarily want to have a real estate agent come through your home just yet, I totally understand. We've got you covered as well. Click the link below, go to homevalue123.ca, type in your information, and we'll send everything over to you within 24 hours. And guys, there's absolutely no cost or commitment for any of this. All right. Now, having said that, let's jump right into the numbers. Now, we saw a pretty decent uptick in activity when it comes to listings and sales in Durham Region, which is definitely a positive. Now, when we look at total new listings that came to market, we saw an uptick of almost 22.5% from a year ago. We saw 2,320 new listings get posted in Durham Region in the month of June. The leader of the pack was Pickering with almost a 50% increase from a year ago, and Oshawa lagged behind with only about a 1.5% increase from last year. Now, when we look at total number of sales, we saw over 1,000 sales take place in Durham Region, 1,093 to be exact, and that's an increase of almost 20% from last year. Whitby led the way with about 26%, and Pickering actually was behind with only an increase of 5%. Now, when we look at the average sales price for Durham Region, we're at just over $620,500, which is 1.6% more than we were at a year ago. Now, the biggest winner in average sales price is actually Clarington with almost 6% increase from last year. And Pickering and Whitby were actually the only two cities that are actually lower average sales price than they were last year. So now what does this mean? Well, first and foremost, now you can understand why I say my disclaimer at the very beginning, because just because something's happening in Durham Region doesn't mean it's a blanket statement for everywhere else. It looks as though buyer sentiment is shifting. People are saying, okay, wait a minute, the worst is behind us. We've been watching the property values slowly creep back up, and it's time for us to get back into the market. Additionally, you've got the new stress test being announced by the Canadian government, which is going to make things a little bit more affordable to buyers. So again, it's another motivator for people to say, okay, let's get off that fence and let's jump right into the real estate market. So predictions moving forward. Again, guys, I don't know what's going to happen a month over month. I don't know what's going to happen next year. But I think, and I do believe, that we're going to see prices continuously go back up. The low prices that we saw last year are behind us. I don't believe we're going to see prices under $600,000 ever again in Durham Region, but we're going to keep a close eye on that. Buyers, if you're looking right now, it means you have a lot to choose from, but it still means you have to jump when you find a property that you really like. The average days on market right now is 24 for all of Durham Region. Okay, so that's for every single real estate agent throughout all of Durham Region. But again, most listings are selling anywhere from 7 to 10 days. That are priced well and they show really well. We bought a home this month for a client that was on the market for less than a full day. All right, we'd been looking for quite a while. We'd lost on a couple offers. So when you see something of value and you like it, you got to jump right on it. You don't have the luxury of kind of saying, oh, let me just think about it. We're going to go back. We're going to look at other homes. If you are not motivated enough to put an offer in on a particular home that does check all your boxes, you may want to revisit it and talk to your agent and say, okay, maybe these are not our priorities. Maybe there's a couple other things out there that are more important to us, and that's what's preventing us from bringing an offer. It's not about making yourself put an offer in if you're not really into it, but you want to find out, why is this listing not motivating me to put an offer in, especially when it's checking off all my boxes. All right. Sellers, we're still in a seller's market. We've got 2.5 months of inventory right now. So what does that mean is if we stopped listing homes today and we kept selling at the current rate that we've been selling for, we'd be out of listings in 2.5 months. So anything under 4 is deemed to be a seller's market. However, on the flip side, we've got a 47% absorption rating. So what does that mean? It means out of every 100 homes that are listed, 47 are selling. And what does that mean? It means 53 aren't. So over half of the people who are listing their homes in Durham Region right now are not actually selling their homes. They're just listing them and helping the other properties that show better and that are priced better sell quicker. That's all that's happening. So as a seller, you have to make sure your home shows well to its best potential, making sure you do all the necessary updates and price it aggressively, and making sure marketing is on point to make sure everyone who's in the market right now sees that property. All right. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how well it's staged or how well you market it. If it's not priced where it needs to be priced, the market's going to tell you, and you're going to sit there and stagnate on the market. Price is the most important thing when it comes to selling your real estate. So Moving forward, I really do think that we've got a fairly strong future ahead of us, especially in Durham Region, you guys. I keep saying this. I don't think we're going to see under $600,000 average sales price for Durham Region again, but obviously there's so many things that are out of my control. I have no idea. This is just an opinion. Anyone that tells you they know what's going to happen is full of it. Nobody can guarantee what's going to happen ever. So, but however, when we look at the fundamentals for price growth, you got job growth, as well as you've got population growth. Those are the two drivers. We are so close. Our proximity to Toronto is one of our driving factors, guys. Let's not get it twisted. If Durham Region was in the middle of Saskatchewan, we wouldn't have this kind of price growth. We'd be a lot worse affected when the market was going through its cycles. But because we're so close to the GTA and we're so undervalued compared to all the other areas already that have already seen pretty crazy growth over the last 20 years, Oshawa, Whitby, Pickering, Ajax, Bowmanville, these areas are all next. The growth is coming out east because it's undervalued, but there's also a lot more investments taking place by the government with the 407 expansion, with the GO train expansion. That's going to make it a lot easier for commuters that work in Toronto to get to the city to go through their daily jobs. So when they see the bang for buck that they're getting in Durham Region, they're going to move out this way, and it's easier for them to get to work. So we have huge population growth right now in Toronto, and when they are actually able to actually buy, they're going to look around and say, okay, wait a minute, Durham Region is the best place for me to go. So we've got a very bright future here in Durham Region. There's a lot of expansion happening. Would love to hear what you guys think. Do you think that how's Durham Region going to do over the next 5-10 years? Do you think prices are going to continuously go up, or do you see some bad news in the near future? So I'm always interested to hear other people's perspectives. Again, guys, this is strictly just an opinion. I have absolutely no guarantees of what's going to happen moving forward. I just like to kind of take a good look at the real estate landscape, especially because it helps me figure out how to deal with pricing and how to move forward when we're dealing with clients, whether it's buying or selling. So I hope you enjoyed that update. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, please never hesitate to know. And until next time, thanks for watching.